Look, Queen Kandas. Look at that.
I'm
Hi,
back.
Larry and Queen Kandas.
Man, we have had some technical difficulties with this show for the last 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It has been ridiculous, but I think we've got our act together now. You'd think we'd never done this before, but I think we've got our act together now, and we're back on at 2 o'clock on Wednesdays.
Let's hope so.
I swear, it just does not work when we try to do these shows and we're both not here. That's where our issue was coming in.
Well, you were out of the office 1 week. I was out of the office 1 week.
Right.
It just didn't work. Look, Phyllis is in the house.
Hey, Phyllis.
Rick is in the house.
Dave.
Dave's
Hey,
in the house. What's happening? How you guys doing? Thanks a lot for watching.
Thanks for being on, Manny, too. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Manny is loyal.
Every week. Even when we're not here, Manny's here.
When are we shooting again?
Next year. No, we'll do. I think we're gonna hit a few ranges that are close to us, and but we'll go back for tactical training again next year. That's the plan. But we've got to get to some ranges here. It's a little difficult to find the range, like an outdoor range that's got the room that we're looking for, that's got the targets that we're looking for, to be able to do what we were trained to do. So that's been a little bit difficult, but we're gonna get there, and we'll be shooting again soon.
There you go. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It really was. We enjoyed it. We still talk about it every week, don't we?
We do. Something comes up every week about it, and it has made me just a lot more aware even of being like going to the grocery store, going shopping, and just different things like that. And it's different now. It's different now.
It definitely is.
Yeah. And even with yesterday's UNCC thing, tragedy that happened with that, I mean, you really never know. And I feel so much more secure with knowing how to handle myself after that training, that it's a good thing.
And let me tell you something. She's good with a weapon. I'm telling you, she beat me. She beat me to the drawing from concealed.
Pew, pew.
And that
pew,
just
pew.
takes all of the that just takes all
the badass away.
I know, right? Pew pew. That's too funny. So look, Richard's in the house. Tammy, what's up? Ben
right.
Stewart, come to shoot at the camp. Hey, Ben, you set up a range at the retreat. That'd be awesome. Kenny Culver.
What's up, Kenny?
All the crazy people live in South Carolina. Come on, Kenny.
UNCC's in Charlotte. That's North Carolina, buddy.
Kenny, you used to live here, buddy. Right down the street.
That's why he's saying all the crazy people. He knows.
Right.
I'm a law enforcement pharmacist. Seriously?
That's awesome.
That's great. Yes.
That is great.
That is fantastic. Yes.
So Rick, you would know this place. We went to Front Sight in Nevada, and spent 4 days there with a defensive handgun training program. It was really good. When we were done, we had to pass a test from drawing from conceal, and we had to at like 3, 5, 7, 10, and 15 yards. And we also had to go in and clear a house, actually. We had to go in and clear a house. And so they taught us how to do that, Rick. So that's awesome, man. I admire you guys that do that, Rick.
It's crazy.
Because it really is. I mean, it's scary. There's a lot of adrenaline. It's not like it is in real life when you're doing it practicing, right? So stress levels up much higher, and they really talk about that. But one of the cool things that they really talked about at Front Sight was about not only safety, but also knowing when to use deadly force.
Present a weapon.
When to present, when not to.
Yeah. When what has to happen once you do, how to avoid, try to avoid situations like that at, not at all costs, but until you could get to a safe point. And then at a last resort, how to do it, morals and ethics of firearms or using deadly force with firearms. And just, it's so much more than just drawing a weapon. And, it was really good though. But I would like to connect with you later about that. That would be good. And then the same thing, who was going to do the range? Ben? Yes. Same thing.
Yeah,
set up a range.
Hey,
You let me know, and I'll tell you what we need set up.
Let's all go to Arkansas to Ben's retreat, right? Ben,
yeah.
It's real easy to set up a range, okay, buddy? It really is. You just need a berm, some targets, right? We can get Rick to come over and be our range master.
Yeah, do the calls.
Right, do all the calls. That's really good. That's really good. Rick, I often thought, and there's probably a reason they don't do this, but the guy who was a range master and doing the calls, why can't you just buy recordings of that? Right.
That's what we need. Because that's what I do in the house, and his voice is playing in my head, and it's like, present to the ready. Point in.
That's funny.
2 controlled shots to the thoracic cavity. Like awesome. It just plays in my head now.
Look, Ben is on the highway. Ben, you're always on the road. I've never been on a call with you when you weren't on the highway.
Stop for a second.
What's up with that? And now he's texting and on the highway, right? And you got some precious cargo with you, I'm sure, right? So be careful with that.
This is a real estate show, and we're gonna get to that in just a second. Now we have a share winner from last week, or not last week, but
3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago
from the last show. Since we've had these difficulties.
Weeks.
Well, we didn't skip. We had some issues being able to get together from 2 separate locations.
Right. And then one was my internet just went down. I don't know why it just went down. I was in the mountains and the internet went down.
And there you go. Technical issues. Anyway, so who is our share sponsor?
Yep, that's it.
Kevin Gerards.
Exactly.
Gerards. Kevin Gerards.
Yep.
Expert marksman in the Army.
And he gets real estate day trading.
Kevin, you get this right there. I need you to send an email to customerservice@larrygoins.com and give me your physical mailing address, and I'll be sure to get that out. Since you are the share sponsor winner, thank you very much for watching, for sharing. There's no rhyme or reason to how we choose the share winner, so you guys make sure that you share, and you got a chance to win as well.
That's a $297 value, and the last show that we did, we only had, I think, 8 people share the video, right? And I think 3 of them was me. 3 of them were me. So you had like a 30% chance of winning, right? So guys, share this video, please. Share it, and we're going to pick a winner. And we'll give you a real estate day trading jumpstart. It's what we do.
It's just a button. It's a button to share it.
Click
and we
the button.
Get like 800 views or 900 views on these shows over the course of like a week, and 8 shares. Come on, people.
No. What's up with that? Come on. So please share the video. We really appreciate it. We'll pick a winner. And we also have repeat sharers, so we can't pick the same winner each time. So your odds go up even more, right? Am I right?
Ultimately, I mean, we may start picking double. You may get double prizes.
There you go. All right. So next, what I want to talk about is slicing the pie. Oh, that's
slicing
your phone.
the pie. Since y'all over here. Slicing the pie. Since y'all were expecting that a while back, and you've been anticipating this for weeks now, slicing the pie. My favorite pie while he's doing whatever he's doing is apple pie. And my grandma actually Gammy just made me some fried apple pies.
I know, and I couldn't have any because I don't eat sugar anymore.
Well, they've got sugar in them, and they're like lathered with butter, and they're deep fried. They're phenomenal. Anyway, slicing the pie.
Slicing the pie. So what is slicing the pie? What is that? That's taking something large and cutting it up.
Imagine that.
like a pie. Take something large and cut it up into smaller slices, and you can sell it for more and get more money out of it, right? There's a lot of different ways to do this, and I'm going to go through a whole list of different things you can do, and I'm going to even share some of the things we've done recently to be able to do that, okay? Now, I will tell you this. The larger your business gets and the more you scale, the less you will be able to do this.
Very true.
Okay?
Yeah. 100%.
The more you scale your business. But if you're a one-person show and you're doing a lot of it yourself, there's a lot of this stuff that you can do. and it'll really help increase your bottom line and put some cash in your pocket, right? So so this will work. This will work. I don't care if you're doing wholesaling. I don't care if you're doing fix and flips. I don't care if you're a landlord. It doesn't really matter, okay? And the first thing I want to share with you, one of the ways that we increase the our income on the property, or at least put some cash in our pocket, right, is slicing the pie also has a tactical implication. Ooh. Hey, seems like we heard that when we were there, did we?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you remember that? Was that when you're going through a door opening, I believe? I think
and you're
that's
having to
move
around the thing like that.
Like how?
Like this, just little. But then you get faster as you go through the opening.
I think that's right, Rick. I think that's what what it is. Maybe you can confirm that.
Rick, we've got to stop talking guns. We've got to talk real estate right now.
That's funny. That's funny.
We can go on forever with the guns.
I know, right? All right. So slicing the pie. The first thing that you that I want to talk about is when you're buying from individual sellers, okay? Individual sellers. Just about half of the houses that we buy, they leave stuff in the house, don't they?
They do. Because Larry is a scavenger.
I'm telling you, I can't leave it. I can't leave it.
He has an internal obligation to clean out this house or storage building or garage or whatever.
It's not clean out the house. It's to get the good stuff.
Well, all right. So the definition of good is then in the eye of the beholder.
Let me give you a quick example, okay? We bought this house in Grover, a month or so ago. And I was over there just dropping off keys, okay? We had a buyer. We had to wait for the seller to move out. We dropped the keys off, put it in a lockbox. And I go around back. This was on a Saturday morning. And I go around back and there's a storage building. I'm like,
now we had pictures of this storage building since we got the deal under contract. And it just like never registered that there might be stuff in this this storage. We'd been there like 3 times.
We had. This was Candace's deal.
It was my deal. And we'd never even opened it. Never asked the lady what was in it either.
No, we really didn't. So I went over there and I would just, I just thought, well, I'll walk around the house, because I wanted to check. There was like a handful of keys. I wanted to see what they all fit. And there wasn't even one for the storage building. So I went back and I opened up the storage building. And it's about probably a 8 by 10 or something like that storage building. That thing was full of stuff, okay? First of all, it had a Generac generator. A Generac generator that looked brand new. I'm like, this baby's going to the house.
Scavenger. See, that's what I'm telling you. Scavenger.
So I couldn't help it. I can't just leave that stuff, right?
You can't even leave it on the side of the street. We'll be on the way to a house, see somebody that's put stuff at the curb. What did you get? A rope? A chain? Something. It wasn't even the house we were going to, but they were getting rid of it. Can't leave it.
But I put it in the back of the Lexus, didn't I?
Yeah. Got out, moving stuff around. I swear, you can't take them anywhere.
That's funny.
Back to Grover. So there's this good stuff. There was good stuff in that.
There was a Honda tiller, a Honda commercial pressure washer. There was all kind of hand tools. There was an electric chainsaw that was there, and just so many other things the back of my car was full, right? And I've got this huge, like 20 by 24 workshop at my house, and it's already getting full of stuff that I can't leave. I can't leave. There were trimmers, like what do you call them? Weed eaters, a couple of those, all kind of stuff, right? And right before that, there was a house that we bought in Shelby. I went up and there's this old heavy-duty rocking chair sitting on the front porch. I'm like,
before that, there was a house in Kannapolis that had goodies. Before that, there was a house in Kings Mountain that had goodies.
That's true. That's true.
And it's really sometimes, so you can take this stuff. Ultimately, you could have the stuff you're buying the house. You bought the house, and you can You can use it for your own, for your own stuff, or you could sell it off, right?
That's exactly right.
That's what we were getting to with that, I think. That you can then either auction off or sell off the stuff that's left in the house from previous owners.
Right.
And that can add to your bottom line of the deal too, because that stuff right there, I mean, you could have gotten some decent money from that.
Exactly. Yes, Manny, he is. He does collect. My son does collect some rocks. Other people's garbage is other people's treasure. I don't know if I go that far. Maybe that's what Kandas says about me, right? But
I know you very well.
The house in Shelby for $19,900. Can you put wheels on it? No. It's a single family, right? Look, David Dweck is on here.
David Dweck, House Florida.
Oh, David, about cars. Have any barn find cars? Well, we're in the process of negotiating a deal right now that has a Corvette sitting in the backyard, right? So, and this is one that the tenant stole from us. I mean, literally, we'll have to do an episode on that. but we're close to getting it, and there's a Corvette sitting in the backyard. But
if
anyway,
it's still sitting there, whatever's left when we close, that transfers to the new owner.
Which leads me to the next thing about slicing the pie is abandoned vehicles. Now, it's hard to get a title on an abandoned vehicle, right? You find all stuff in that lower Alabama.
Where'd you get that lower Alabama from there?
Yeah, I know where that came from.
Sounds familiar.
Say, we're not in L.A. We're in South Carolina, right? They have good barbecue up here, David. You remember that. So anyway, I bought this lot in Hickory, okay? David, I paid $500 for the lot, all right?
It's becoming a common thing.
It is. I've got 4 of them right now. I paid between $500 and $600 per lot. So anyway, I bought this lot for $500. I'm going up to the mountains, and I said, I think I'm just going to ride by and take a look at it. So I rode by and looked at it. I mean, it's a nice lot, a nice neighborhood. It had a house on it, but the house is gone. It's got a driveway. It's cleared. It's level. It's ready to build on, right? And there's even a park across the street. So check this out. I pull up, and there's a car in the driveway, right? So I'm looking around like, is anybody around here? And I go up and I look, and you can tell the car's abandoned. There's no tag. It's locked up. It's trashed, all that stuff. So I'm on the phone, like within 5 minutes, I'm like calling scrap metal places. What can you give me for a Chevrolet, whatever it was? I can't even remember what it was now. But, I ended up selling this car. They came and picked it up and took it to the scrap metal place and paid me $200 for the car. They paid me $200 for the car, right? I couldn't believe it. And I only paid $500 for the whole lot.
Right.
For the whole
and
lot.
It's already got water, sewer, and power run to it. I mean, it's ready to build.
That's exactly right.
Now he's got $300 in that deal. And
we've got a house right now that we're buying. It's over in Sharon. It's not Sharon, it's Sharon.
Sharon,
right?
South Carolina, that's right.
Yeah, you can't get that wrong around here, right? Because they'll let you know about it. Right. So we're buying this house, and it has this huge aluminum handicap ramp. And I just happen to know how expensive those things are because I bought one on Craigslist for my aunt to come to family functions. And I think I paid $900 for it used, and it was just a straight 10-foot ramp.
Yeah, this one goes
around. Up, turns around, goes up, turns around, and goes up. And I asked the lady, I said, that handicap ramp is staying, right? Knowing that we're going to sell it.
Yep.
We're going to sell it, right? I could probably get $2,500 for that thing, right? Could probably get, bye, Rick.
And Ellie was texting for him.
Ellie was? Oh, okay. All right, cool. So anyway, yeah, there's all kind of stuff. A handicap ramp, we got a deal going right now with that. And just anything and everything. Now, if you don't want to deal with this stuff and you need a tax break, here's what you can do. There's plenty of places out there that will pick this stuff up. Local nonprofits will pick it up. You could put it all together, put it in the truck, and take it over to Habitat. There's a Habitat Restore just opened up here in Lake Wiley.
Yep.
I just noticed it today when we went to lunch, right? and places like Goodwill, right? And they'll give you receipts for it.
Kidney Foundation also will come and pick stuff up too.
Oh, they love cars.
Oh yeah.
Right? They love cars. So so all this stuff, you can get receipts for it, and then you can write it off on your taxes, right? You can take a deduction for that. Okay, you can take a deduction for it. Okay, so what else? I've got my list right up here that I'm looking at. Okay,
I see this up here.
So another thing you can do is we bought a house. This house was also in Grover, where it had a double lot, and the lot went from one street. You know, the house is on a street, and the lot went behind the house all the way back to the next street. You could buy this house, then cut the two lots in the middle, and then sell the lot in the back separately, right? It's two different properties. All you'd have to do is get a survey and have the attorney prepare a deed. It's not that big of a deal, right? So you buy one house with the lot and then cut it apart and sell the lot separate. Also, sometimes you buy houses and it comes with an extra lot, right?
We have
they have
one
a
of those
house
right now in Kings Mountain. It's got a lot beside it.
We do, and we can sell them both separate. We don't have to sell the house with the extra lot. We could sell just the house and then sell the lot separate, right? And lots are great properties to sell with $1,000 down and $300 a month. Okay, those are great properties to own or finance.
And sometimes, though, we might even end up selling. You can look at this too. I mean, you can look at selling it to a separate transaction, but to the person that you're selling the house to. Maybe they have a kid or a grandkid or whatever that they want to pull like a mobile home or something onto it beside them, so the family stays close together.
Exactly, and also these little lots as well. You can sell those to investors, and they build duplexes on them. A lot of lots are zoned where you can build, up to 4 units, right? A single family, duplex, triplex, or quad, right? And
that would have been perfect for that Grover house.
Oh, absolutely.
The double lot.
Because it was right behind Main Street.
Yeah.
The house was on Main Street, but the other lot was just one street off of Main Street. So that's another thing you can do right there. Let's talk about rental properties here for a minute, okay? With rental properties, I don't know if you would consider this slicing the pie or not, but this is a way to increase your income, all right? Let's say you've got a tenant and they're in a little small 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, and there's no washer dryer hookup, okay? You can offer to plumb a washer dryer hookup. Maybe it's on a back porch, maybe it's off the kitchen or whatever, but you can offer to add a washer dryer hookup for say $40 a month, right? They would rather pay more in rent to have the convenience of not loading up all their laundry and going to the laundromat, right? And it's not going to cost that much. And you're probably going to get, 100% return the first year. Everything after that is gravy, right?
Yeah.
Plus now you've got washer dryer hookup. You can install things like ceiling fans and get $10 a month, right? You can put a ceiling fan in each room. If it's a 3-bedroom, that's $30 a month. You put one in the living room, that's $40 a month right there, right? Exactly. And those things aren't very expensive either. You can pick them up for $50, right? And
it really helps in the rental houses that are only aired with the window units. When you've got rentals or you're buying rentals that have the window units, it doesn't have like a solid HVAC or whatnot. And even if there's already a tenant in there, you can bump the rent for a tenant that's already there and put those ceiling fans in.
Right. Exactly. So there's all different kind of things you can do. You can even rent a house furnished, right?
Yeah.
Go to Habitat Restore. Cindy loves it, right? Go to Habitat Restore, and all you have to do is find some things to furnish the house with, because you would be surprised. A lot of tenants, we buy a lot of properties, and we see beds that are sitting on the floor. It's just a mattress. We bought a house the other day where the pictures came in, and it was an air mattress sitting on the floor that they were living in. They were currently living there.
Yep.
And it was an air mattress sitting on the floor, right? So there's all kind of things you can do. You can rent a house furnished and go to a place like Habitat Restore and pick up some furniture like that and just rent it furnished. You might get another $100 or $150 per month by doing that. And the last thing I want to talk about slicing the pie is you can sell different property rights and get different amounts of money for it. For example, a good example would be like Texas. You could sell the mineral rights, the oil and mineral rights in Texas, and sell that separate from selling the property, right? Buy the whole property, sell the property without the mineral rights, sell the mineral rights to someone else. They're doing a lot of that now. They're doing a lot, what do they call that? Mining, where they mine sideways and go like dig here and then go sideways.
I'm not sure what they call that. I know what you're talking about.
I think it's called fracking. But somebody probably knows. They'll probably point it out. I'm sure somebody probably knows. Yeah.
So our smart people out there.
Exactly. So guys, those are different ways to slice the pie as well. So I hope you guys got a lot out of that. If you want to come see us, we only do our 3-day training events. It's 3 full days of content. It's me teaching all 3 days and her sitting in the back and doing nothing for all 3 days.
Annoying him for 3 days because, you guys, you see how he is on here, right? This is what I deal with for those 3 days. Then I have to remind him of certain things most of the time because he forgets to do certain things. He forgets to let people go to a bathroom break. So there's things that he needs me for at these events. Other than that, though, I'm in the back and I do nothing.
There, you heard it straight from her, right?
We all know that's a lie.
And we do them all in Charlotte, North Carolina. We used to travel around and do them everywhere, all over the country, but I don't do that anymore. We also used to do 8 or 10 of them a year, but all of them now are in Charlotte, North Carolina.
And there's only 4, which means we've only got 3 left for the rest of this year. 1 is coming up at the end of May, and registration has been open for maybe 3 weeks now. So it is, we've already got people registering. That event will fill up quickly. So if you guys want to find out more information about that, you can go to LarryGoinsLive.com and it'll tell you about that. You can order your seat if you need to call and talk to one of the guys, to Ron or Dean. There's a phone number on there if you have some more questions or deeper questions that aren't answered on the webpage. But I don't think there should be anything that's not answered.
I just recorded a brand new video. I don't even know if it's up there yet or not. I don't know if it is or not, but let me see.
Bless you.
What's going on in there?
Somebody's sneezing their head off. Video.
Nope.
That's the old one.
No, the new video's not there yet. But I've got a new video that'll be there soon.
But don't worry about the video. Just register your seat, and then you get to see him live for 3 days. Not a video. Live for 3 days. The only time that we ever bring anybody in is to talk to you about how to use a self-directed IRA for real estate investing. Hopefully we'll have somebody. The last 2 events, it's just been you for 3 days. So we may have somebody coming in in the May event to talk to you guys about that, or we may not. It could just be Larry all 3 days. But that would be the only time anybody else would come in.
There you go. And if you guys want to apply to work with us as your partners, yep. We have a partner program. Ben's in the partner program. Several other people that are on here in the partner program. And where we work with you one-on-one, we help get you up and running. And it's not me standing up teaching and training. We do that at the 3-day event. But what the partner program is implementation, application, right?
It's for the people. It's not for everybody. We'll go ahead and tell you that. And it's not cheap. But it is for people that are ready to run, for people that are ready to stop doing real estate investing as a hobby and start doing real estate investing as a way of life, right? As a form of substantial income to either leave the job that they've got, create passive wealth, or create generational wealth. Any of those levels, we can help you get there.
There you go. That's exactly right. And last but not least, share. Share. The winner next week is going to win a real estate day trading and jumpstart home study course, $297 value.
If y'all will hurry up and win all these, we can switch out the prize.
That's exactly right. We don't have a whole lot of them left, but we got a few left.
We got to get rid of these before we can switch out the prize. So we need people to sharing like crazy.
Look, or launch a ministry, right, Ben? That's what Ben's doing.
That's right.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Be sure and post, Ben, when you get your website and stuff, be sure and post it here so you can share. You got a website for your retreat. Make sure and share that, guys. Ben is just a great guy, great family man, very sharp investor, and knows what he's doing. And he's starting a retreat, a family retreat in Arkansas. And if you get a chance, go check it out. So thanks a lot for watching today, guys. We really appreciate it. I hope you got a lot out of that. I really, really do. And by the way, we've got something we're going to be launching. We're going to be launching a 6-week case study in the next week or so. So make sure you check that out as well.
Yeah,
okay?
Keep an eye on your emails. And then we're also, I think you'll get some notifications. We're going to do a webinar next week on it too. It's a case study program that we're launching, 6 weeks. Something we've never done before. We're super excited about being able to do it and bringing you guys this information kind of in a different way, a different platform more or less, right, than what we've done in the past. So look out for that too. Yep.
Awesome.
LarryGoinsLive.com for the May event.
There you go. And Ben closed on Sunday on his property. Ben, you're not supposed to close on Sunday.
You're not supposed to close.
You're supposed to be closed on Sunday. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.